lining up early in the day at a concert with general admission tickets so I can get to the front row, then never leaving that spot for the entire concert so I can hold my spot while the main act performs. Seen Metallica 24 times live, always did this in the early years until I realized you can still enjoy it just as much further away where you can breathe lol. Trust the electric company to trim the oak trees in my front yard. They chopped down 2 mature trees and left the firewood in a giant pile in the driveway as a favor. F*** **progress energy F*** **. I'm so sorry. I've known other people have the same experience with trees being trimmed. There's a sense of grief and frustration. Hopefully, chemo. In remission for 3 years now, still going strong. Today is my 4-year cancer anniversary. Stage 3 at age 25. Here's to many more negative scans for both of us. Skydive. Biggest rush but once is enough. My wife went tandem skydiving and her main chute didn't open and they had to use the reserve. Then about a year later her friend called her and said one of the instructors they had went with had died in an accident. Feed my dog perpichinus at Starbucks. His farts in the car after were death. You were playing games with nature that shouldn't be played. Get married. I lost my husband to cancer 7 years ago when he was 48 and I was 45. I can't imagine ever loving someone that much again. I can relate. My husband passed away unexpectedly when I was 38 and he was 41. That was 3.5 years ago and I can't imagine getting married again, but my kids are still young so who knows what the future will bring when I'm an empty nester. Ride a roller coaster. You'll take care of your back because when it goes, your life choices are reduced. Yep, I've gotten muscle spasms just from moving the wrong way. I won't even go to an amusement park anymore. Cocaine. Edit. I have not done it for over 30 years. I was hooked for a couple years in Florida when it was everywhere and dirt cheap in the 1980s. The thought of it now nauseates me. Yup. I got asked about this from a friend not too long ago. She knew how far I went down that road. She asked if I ever get the urge. It's been like 15 years. I do. But the difference is now it wouldn't be fun. It would be sad and only in service of an addiction. I lost a good friend a couple of years ago from this heart attack at 40. I don't want to join him. Get married. Me too. I'm married. Climb stairway to heaven in Hawaii. I took the legal route. There were several escarpments and super narrow trails. One bad step and you can die up there. Never heard of this one. Where is it? Your description makes me think of Angel's Ladder in Zion. I have wanted to hike that, but recognize that in my late 60s my balance isn't quite what it used to be, so it's off my list. Balance isn't bad, just not mountain goat like it used to be. Pick up and snuggle the kids. They're grown now with kids of their own. My 17-year-old was having a rough time and she asked me to come cuddle. I've never moved so fast in my life. She hasn't asked for a cuddle in years. Go to the mall with my friends and watch a movie at the theater. Oh shit. This hit me in the feels. At some point I went to go shopping, have lunch in the food court and watch a movie for the last time and didn't appreciate it. Hopefully, drink alcohol. 6 years sober. Congrats. Keep it up. Give birth. Giving birth seems so painful and traumatic. I'm surprised there aren't more one and dones. Sneezing and pooping my pants at the same time. I can see that you don't want to do that again, but those sneezes tend to sneak up on you. Meth 17 years sober. Didn't realize it had been so long. Was feeling like S*** today but that's cheered me up. So glad I'm nowhere near having that life. I remember sitting on a bed somewhere, use your imagination, just praying to a god I didn't believe in, to get me out of there. Had a lot of hell from that point still to come, but that was the tipping point. I was going to leave that life if I had to go scorched earth on everything I had and everyone I knew. Came here to say heroin. go to a concert where I have to stand. I'm too old for that *****. Please just give me seats. I just went to Taylor Swift. She put on a good show, but I'm too old for that shit. She has a 44 song set list. People around me stood up for the whole fucking 3.5 hours. I was sitting during one of her more popular songs when a drinks guy came by. He asked me if I was okay. That's when I knew I didn't belong there. I don't believe that I will be strong enough throughout, but I hope I never try to end my life again. I woke up submersed in cold pink water in a hotel bathtub, and that startling moment was as angry as I've ever been. While cleaning, scrubbing the blood up, before checking out and just lamenting that I didn't want anything else from this world. Just let me go. All I wanted was an end. And I couldn't even have that. I was enraged at life in those stark seconds. At the prospect of futility and forceful existence. Mad that I'd kept healthy and healed too fast to stay asleep. Didn't go far enough to stay gone. I stared oblivion in the eye and we both blinked. I was about 2 hours over my checkout time, but I'd become friendly with the staff, so they didn't charge me the extra day. I don't know about never trying again, but I know failing at it is a depressing, almost insulting return to reality. So, 0.2 stars, wouldn't recommend. The suicide attempt I mean, not the hotel. It was probably a solid 3. Smoking cigarette. I sometimes have dreams where I'm smoking, but never want to do it in reality again. Tour propriet. My oncologist joked that it's probably how I caught cancer. I visited the USSR a couple months after Chernobyl. The advice at the time was to not eat fish and stay out of the rain. Most meals were included in the trip, but we didn't get to pick our entrees. It was basically take it or leave it. And we got soaked in the rain at least once. When I was diagnosed, I couldn't help but wonder if there was a connection. Except to reconcile after husband's infidelity. It's hell. I'm sorry. Hugs to you. My husband told me he is not in love with me. Download a car. I have been trying to reach you about your virus extended warranty. War. Would not recommend 1/10. There's a good reason they send kids to fight them. Say yes when my gut is telling me no. Be a police dispatcher. I did it for 2 months. My coworkers sucked and were super annoying, but I found the job to be pretty easy up until I got a call from someone whose friend posted suicidal stuff online and they are calling to do a welfare check. A few months before I was that person calling, and my friend ended up killing himself. I froze. Decided it's not for me. My coworkers all being dogshit people didn't help. One was super racist against Asian people. Anytime someone would have an Asian name, after she got off the phone with them, she would either say they speak very good English, or they don't speak English very well. A guy got shot and called 911 for help and died on the phone with one of my coworkers. When she was describing the call to us, she was crying laughing when describing the guy gasping for air and playing it out for us. She also talked about all the times she drank and drive. I reported her to ours, then a couple months later she was chosen as dispatcher of the year. Every sentence just worse and worse. Having sushi lunch from Bodega prior to an in-person job interview. Sounds like a scene-filled episode. Trust a fart. That's lame. That's not living as far as I'm concerned. What's the point of living if you can't eve? Carrot I gotta go.